Sanford Stadium in Athens. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 9. And probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Going for a big play right off the bat. Finds a spot in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Keeps it on the option. There's some room. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Really well-struck punt high into the sky. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the counter. There's a little room there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it good.
They'll run the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Malton. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Diaz. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff from Alton. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! Great job by the back on the option.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw at Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. He lets one fly deep. Snags it on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Running through contact. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Frazier.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Slams it ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback may change this route. Running inside. It's Moulton. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the air on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Dogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The screen, he's got wheels. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
The option, he'll keep it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on third down. Fires to the end zone. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot in bounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The option, the keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Just got 1 on that last run, now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Takes the easy completion. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. Snags it down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Right down the middle. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes a connection. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Pulled down for the tackle. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking for room. It's Phillips. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This will likely be the last play of the half. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the move. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll run it again. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
If every journey begins with a step, This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.